All right, so we have this going. Let's talk about a couple things, okay?
Okay.
So first thing that you were doing was you already have a lot of extension in this part of your back, okay? So when you go to the top, what normally occurs when you extend too much?
Usually my back goes this way.
Yep.
My hands get a little too steep on the way down.
Yep.
And in order to try and get unstuck, I slide forward and then have to come out of it. And the hands, the shaft line's obviously too steep.
Right. So very atypical, especially, I mean, you have a lot of speed, okay? So you recuperate a lot of speed by extending out of your backswing, okay? So when you go back, that extension gets magnified, okay? More and more. Your club gets long. Okay, this is just my words because you just issued yours, which is fine.
Right.
And then your right elbow, as a component of that, gets pulled behind you, like this. So what happens is you lose support in your right shoulder and your right elbow. So what happens is as you start down, your left wrist is extended, the left arm is in, too long. And then in order to facilitate hitting the ball, you jump forward real fast. Okay. Now the problem is when you come down, then you pull the handle across it, and you look up and the ball push cuts. Okay. So to remedy that, what did we do? So go ahead and take your setup.
Okay.
So I'm going to word this that you're going to feel that you hold flexion longer in your backswing.
Okay.
Your right elbow's more in front. There you go. And then your right leg's going to extend more. So this kind of straightens, your weight goes into your right heel. And then this gets more rounded to the right. And your arms are a little more, bring your right elbow down. There you go. So now when you look at the top, kind of soften your left arm a little bit. So now when you're at the top, your hips look steeper, okay, more rotated looking, but your arms aren't wrapped around you, okay? Now on the downswing, what do you try to do from there? So first is from the ground up. So you're gonna start squaring your knees.
I need to feel like everything is rotating open while the club wants to fall behind me and be wider through the action of my wrist.
Yep.
And from here, as I open up through the ball, which I now have the ability to do, I can hold this angle through my right hand as I let my hands move left because I'm opening up.
Right. So kind of demonstrate that and hold that finish when you do that. So good. Hold that there. Good. Release your knees together too. So your feet, everything comes together so it's more. There you go. Good. All right. So let's actually do one. Okay.
Full speed or?
Yeah. Good. So there's your push draw back to the target. Now that's why I put the stick down. The stick was going right at the target.
Yes.
You started the ball right, kind of at the guy at the red and brought it back. Okay, now real important, this is the fun part. Okay? So that's your mechanics.
Okay.
You don't need to go crazy with it. Okay, you already have a very good sense of feel and concept. Okay, so you have to run the concept and keep somewhat the mechanics in check, but you have to play golf too. So you don't need to be handcuffed by looking at video, making sure this is perfect, because you already obviously played with what you had. This is obviously more sustainable as a pattern when you hit the ball.
Yeah. And
you gain 1.5 miles average speed on your 6-iron. Okay, so those are all good things.
Yeah.
But there's also the component of artistry. So I want you with this to kind of go, I would say, kind of back and forth, okay, and realize that, okay, well, is most of this better? Okay, because there's going to be with you more speculative. Yeah, some of this works, some of this doesn't. That's because some part might not match up right yet. Okay, so you got to make sure you just run this over and over again and hit a lot of different shots. Hit one straight, hit a push draw, hit an overdraw. Okay.